Well, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On first down, Darnold. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 21, it's second and 10. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Steps away. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that goal. Round of 12. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 46 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Before New York takes their next snap on offense, Charles, look ahead to the offseason here. I think it's going to be pretty eventful, more so than it has been in recent years.
Yeah, I think this team's going to look a lot different when they take the field in 2000.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Darnold down to throw, and he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, it's McGuire, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Well, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they are in a fight for the AFC North, a fight for their playoff lives, but if they find themselves playing in January, they might look back to that Week 15 win over New England as really the thing that got them over the top.
And remember, that stopped a 3-game losing streak. And when you talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers fighting for their lives to go to the playoffs, they fought in that game against New England, got off the deck, and they came out swinging and played really, really well. So if they go down, qualify for the playoffs, win the AFC North, and if they're dangerous, that will be the game. I agree with you totally.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Rodgers. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Avery Williamson in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Avery Williamson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. Taken in at the 22. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Darnold. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Brown, his first catch. It's a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hurry up, let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Copeland in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown from 21 yards away. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Darnold. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 1st down throw, Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
Darnold on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. A final shot before the break. Darnold is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On second down, Roethlisberger into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They go again with McGuire. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on fourth down. On fourth down. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Darnold on first down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Darnold. And he floated one out there incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Green 39! Green 39!
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, Darnold throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. Still shedding tackles. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Darnold rolling to his right. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Sam Darnold, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Over the middle here to Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, They have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with McGuire. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now McGuire. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And it's caught by Herndon. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. The Jets seemingly in hand. They take the knee. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams